not fuck the mantis, sir.
Why was that why is that a concern?
Sir, please stop.
Why are you concerned someone's going to try and fuck a mantis, Chaston? I really want to know where did this discussion come from?
I don't want the other person to act like the female mantis and take the head of Tictric.
Would that make it a laying mantis?
Why? Why?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Well done, Robert.
Thank you.
Not well done.
Yes, well done.
The party will pay for these crimes.
No, wait. We were gonna pay enough anyway.
I just got here. Fucking hell.
Run while you can.
Joke's on you, so did I.
That's what I told the new coworkers today.
Man.
Jokes, you're all paying for my sins.
Yeah, we are.
If Bastion can't be the main protagonist of the story, he'll make the antagonist.
Hey, listen, that's why I made a character that's totally not going to be a protagonist unless for some reason it happens. I don't have a protagonistic
All right,
story
Robert,
right now.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to give up the leadership role. We're giving it to Daka. I want to see how this goes.
I put my vote for main character Daka.
Yep.
No, wait, no,
I
stop.
don't want it. I don't want it. Please.
Listen, Bastion just can peel off some of the dead flesh that's been stuck to him and put it in your hair to make your hair all spiky and everything. You'll look
What?
like a protagonist.
Why'd you say that?
Do you want the short answer or the long answer?
No, it's okay. You don't need to answer.
Yep, okay.
No, Pebble's gonna use his little, the shoes he has to build up a static shock on some carpet.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get his hair real spiky.
Yeah, there you go. Then you just gotta get some purple paint in there, and boom.
I could also just like stab with my knife. Does lightning damage.
Oh, the lightning knife.
Yeah.
I don't think Tictric's gonna understand how human hair works, and it looks like Daka's also somewhat hairless on his head. We can't really see any hair because of the helmet.
Yeah,
I
he's got
have
a hat
facial
on.
hair. I have a beard.
He has a
He
beard.
old-
You're gonna make his
Weird.
beard go straight.
You're the first person. You're the first one in the party that I'm seeing that's gonna have facial hair or any hair at all.
Yeah, because no one
I feel like you've seen people though with
Yes,
beards.
yes. But I've not interacted with
in
people
the
like that.
party, no one's had hair up to this point. 'Cause
Yeah.
Meemaw.
I didn't see through ball.
That's
Everyone's either
fair.
had scales, ooze, or is undead. And
I
run.
mean, I guess as a partner, but you've seen people.
I
with
understand
hair.
that. I haven't interacted with them extensively.
You've never
like,
touched their hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're definitely not going to be touching mine.
But why?
You really want to ask me what's going to happen?
Hey, DM, I have a logistics question.
Is it can a robot get a beard?
Well, I'm just curious. I have Divine Smite, which I can use the spell slot to do 2d8 extra radiant damage.
Yes.
But obviously, radiant's a bad thing for me. So is that just gonna be necrotic damage instead, or?
Sure. I'm willing to let you run it as necrotic instead.
Okay.
Unholy smite.
Imagine you call upon divine magic.
And you start melting.
With smite. Well, I mean, it's not like you're damaging yourself with.
Yeah, but Hunter, we tested this last time. I put Divine Power just near Bastion and started hurting him. I didn't even touch him with it.
Yeah, think it'd be so funny to be like a divine undead.
I don't know what this has to do with robots with beards, but this is the first thing that came up. So,
What?
What the?
I'm,
What?
Excuse me?
I don't know. I think it's a Power Ranger thing.
In fact, that robot has handlebars.
He does.
No.
For yours and his pleasure.
Apparently ears as well.
He also has
For
a point.
purpose.
He also has a pointed codpiece.
Nice.
Robot beard.
Yeah, listen. I mean, that's what came up for Robot Beard for me. So, all right. With that being said, hi everyone. Welcome back to Monster Monday. It is Monday. If you didn't know that, if not, it sucks. If you didn't know it was Monday, you're already late for work. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh shit! It's Daka's time.
Ah, yes. And hopefully Daka got his backstory in prior to, and the DM totally read it. I don't remember. I remember I got something in Discord. I don't know if that was the full thing. We're gonna run
Oh,
with it.
don't remember, you confirmed that my boat's made out of rock.
I did. I really need to stop smoking weed so late into the night.
Rock
Um,
boat.
So,
Boat made of rock.
last time Monster Monday left off, we had a little bit of a Halloween episode. The party themselves having split as one party member, Bastion, went off into the city to handle some of his own business as he was tracking a necrotic force within the city. However, during said exploration and looking around Bastion, while you did find a old man that seemed to be giving this really tall and large orc a helping hand in pointing him in the right direction, you also noticed that old man has a lot of necrotic power coming off of him as you were coming from the back roads and the alleyways. A few minutes after following them, though, it seemed the old man seemed to notice your presence and in a strange flash of light teleported out of there, leaving nothing but Daka, the very large, 10-foot orc?
No, you said that I had to abide by the regular medium thing, so and I believe the highest that a medium creature can be is like 7-8 feet?
Something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll just say 7.5 feet tall.
Okay.
Because, orcs are pretty big.
And Daka, would you like to describe yourself?
Oh, yes. So, Daka is, of course, an orc. And he's not just an average orc, he's an orc that is a wee bit smarter than the average bear. Literally. So he is donned on with a little, I guess you would call it an aviator's cap with some goggles with blue tinted glass. He's got quite the colorful arrangement of garments that he has, with a green vest with a gold and yellow trim on it, blue belt, a blue belt on his chest. He's got an actual white rope belt, green pants. He's got red wrappings around his lower legs, purple boots with some yellow straps, and a blue lip, I guess what you call it, at the very top of the shoe near the front of your ankle. I don't fucking know what that place is called. His gloves and wrist straps are mostly black with a red with the red tracings and a little bit of green at the wrists. He's beautiful. He's got a purple bandana and a pretty sick cape that's also kind of like purple on one end and blue on the other, and is wielding axes that are black and white.
Okay.
Dak is also green.
He is green.
Because green is the best color.
If you
Might have to work.
If you didn't get the reference to what Daka is inspired from and his lore, well, stick around till the end of the session. Maybe Cook will give you guys some tidbits and hints for you to look up later. Otherwise, as we return, Bastion, as you see this creature just kind of standing there, you note that the necrotic energy from that old man, he was definitely some sort of powerful magic caster and definitely was a necromancer. Would have probably made a really good teacher, or at least pointed you in the right direction for where you could learn more. And as you kind of contemplate this for a moment, Daka, you see out of the corner of your eye a fleshy-looking creature that smells like home.
Oh! You look like a mean git.
I look like what?
A mean git. A good fighter.
You could say that.
You smell like home. You smell like shit.
I thanks.
Correct.
You watch as normal humans just kind of walk and like give you a lot of big, wide, like this area. They walk around you a lot.
It seems people are noticing you quite a lot. You're not sneaky like this git that I am. Come. Let us go somewhere else. Lead the way. I will follow you.
And like that, Bastion, you suddenly picked up a child.
Again. And head back through town.
Alright, as you kind of giving up on the situation, the Necromancer really just left with a questioning understanding of how you've somehow become more undead, but you continue to attract more adventurers that want to hang out with you, not kill you. Which is kind of weird, seeing as they never did this when you were nice.
He looks like an interesting fella.
As the two of you head back, you come back to the tavern where you last saw Sieko and Tiktrick heading into. As they mentioned something along the lines of looking for some work while you went off and did whatever you were doing when you went on your hunt for a local necromancer or any sort of information on the magic casting abilities. As you are returning though to this kind of very unsuspecting inn, and I do mean those words specifically. It's a single story, one story inn with a couple back rooms where people are staying. A simple, just blackened stones, hay and straw roof. And as you go to open the door, Bastion, to this somewhat busy tavern, as you hear the laughing voices and such, you open it, and standing in that doorway is Sieko and Tiktrick. Sieko covered head to toe in just nothing but orange. It looks to be some sort of plant matter. It could be flesh. You're not really sure. There are little bits of what look to be strange tatters of wide seeds kind of scattered about him. And as you look over, you see Tiktrick's pretty much in the same shape.
Did you guys find a pie eating contest?
Pie?
We cleared a dungeon.
As
Yes,
you
we
also
did that.
now see behind Bastion the towering green figure.
Oh.
The towering gray figure. Yes.
This thing followed me home. Some kind of sad puppy, I think.
I am
Right?
not Ding. I am Daka.
You are very colorful.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Daka. Hold up my hand. I am Tiktrick.
What are you doing?
I'm holding out a hand. This is a greeting. I've been told. Are you? Is this not a greeting to you?
I do not like touching bug.
Oh.
I eat bug.
Don't eat me.
Okay.
Don't eat him.
Okay.
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 As
Yeah,
you
we
stand
never
kind of
see that,
blocking this doorway between the four of you.
I'll lead over to Sieko. Sieko, I don't know what this guy is. He's weird.
Don't ask questions you don't want to answer to.
So Daka, why did you follow our friend here?
I don't know. He seems quite an interesting person. Reminds me of home. Smells like home.
You
He
know,
said I smell like shit.
Oh.
Yes, smells like home. Good memories.
I mean,
Crumped
my home.
many a get there.
And he says home smells like dirt, and I point at Tiktrick.
yeah, it does smell like dirt
Mm.
and
Inferior
shit
smell.
sometimes.
Shit, a good smell.
I don't. Okay. I'm gonna find a table.
as you turn, the tavern keeper kind of waves you over to a wooden table, sets a candle down. and brings over a couple of glasses of what looks to be like a darkened beer. And ushers for you lot as he sets out 4 stools. Oh god. I found my new favorite character voice acting. Alright, how many stupid quests can I give Daka is not really the question going forward. Alright, yeah, no, as you lot kind of sit around the table, kind of starting to relax, food is brought out, just simple slabs of meat with simple potatoes. The barkeep kind of eyes you lot up, but continues out his work as he starts to work with a couple of the other customers. A few waiting girls eventually come out after about an hour, as it's starting to get to be like late in the afternoon, getting that kind of late lunch rush / early dinner rush from the local peasants who are coming in from out of town. Place starts to get a little more busy, a bit more lively. A bard comes in, starts playing songs. Something about a famous adventurer named Dibus and his great sacrifice. But as the night goes on, you lot take a moment to catch up on the events.
Oh, Bastion, what'd you do?
Learned some information. Might have a couple new tricks up my sleeve.
Oh, that's nice. Me and Sieko killed a big pumpkin.
A lot of vampires.
Yeah. You made a friend, too. I think. Yep. There was a friend,
Hey.
right?
Oh yeah, my new buddy.
I hope it was like an evil pumpkin, just not smashing pumpkins.
Yeah, it was a big evil pumpkin, yeah.
He did. He said he was gonna eat me. I said I was gonna eat him, and then
He had like a sword inside him. I saw it. It was glowing. Yeah. You want to pull it out, Sieko?
it's strapped to my back.
Oh, it's there. I pointed at it.
This weird Jack Skellington sword.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy we did
Interesting.
it for, he seems like he's got a lot of money and things. He
Well,
gave
we
me
could-
this. And I'll hold up my new dagger.
There you go.
We could use some work.
Mm-hmm. I think he's gonna have more quests.
Yeah,
Well-
from what he's moving city to city to keep doing jobs like this.
The bug uses little stabby
Uh,
instead of big stabby. Why he use little stabby instead of big stabby?
this
He's
hurts
a
more.
sneaky
Will-
bug.
We'll look later, as he's writing in a little book.
Oh.
As Daka is speaking this out loud as he's writing this down.
Daka,
I
where?
look at the notepad. Is it actual words or just squibbles?
It's in Orcish. It's really, really, really badly done Orcish.
Okay, I can read it.
Don't worry. I'll read you off if you want me to. What I have so far, because I've already written a few things of text. It's only a short amount, so here we go. Why do dead live? Why do bugs speak? Why do people not like smell of home? Potatoes taste good. Don't think Dibus was that great. Bug uses little stabby instead of big stabby. Why?
Can I point at the Debus one and be like, same?
That's all that I got.
So Daka, where are you from? I know it smells like shit, but
I'm from home.
mm, if we gave you a map, do you know where that home is?
Yes.
Do you guys have a map?
No. None of
No,
you do.
Tick Trick, we don't have a map.
Well, we'll have to find a map for you to look at then, Daka.
I know where home is. Why do I need to point out home to you? Why does Bug want to know where Daka lives? Does Bug have
I
previous things planned for Daka? in
no,
his home?
I
At his
just
home?
like
Are you threatening Daka?
Tick Trick. I think we could probably piece together that he's probably from the Orcish lands.
oh yes, I don't think I've seen many orcs that look like him, but sure.
He's a bit bigger than the average orc. Yeah, you kind of note. He's a little larger. A lot less intellectual. Tictric has met orcs because you met red orcs, green, and black orcs when you were in the Storming Empire. Besides Welf, most were not this big.
I don't think Kelxis was very big. I can't remember.
No, he was a bit lean. He was a red orc. He was tall, but he wasn't wide.
Well, do you want to come with us?
If I did not, I would not be here. I want to follow. Seems fun. Interesting. Daka-like big smelly guy.
I'm gonna message both Bastion and Sieko in their heads. Do we want this guy to follow us? Or care?
I couldn't care less.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that we have an option.
I think he's gonna follow us regardless if we like it or not.
I'll just, alright. Shrug internally. Okay.
I'm gonna look at Take tricks. You gonna eat that?
Eat what?
Your food.
I plan to, yes.
Can I have it?
No.
After he says yes, can I have it?
No.
Can I?
Okay.
Here, you can have mine. I'm not much of a food eater.
I always knew you were a good one.
Yes, we'll say, Daka, to your people, giving food is like one of the grandest gestures, because that means he is giving up his survival for your achievement and your own survival.
Flesh man is good.
Oh, god damn it.
I'll ask a bartender if they come by. Do you know if there is, I believe they're called smithies in this town?
As one of the barkeep, or as the barkeep kind of comes by as he's serving up drinks, he looks at you and goes, "Yeah, it's pretty common. We get a lot of them from the coming in from the Voli lands. There's actually a couple of Voli Smith that specialize in demonic pieces. Are you looking for something in particular? You just looking to get something made, magic items, monster pieces? What are you looking for?"
Monster pieces and just like an upgrade to a previous, like a base item.
He kind of leans down real close to Tictric and goes, "You're not trying to sell the big one, right?" As he kind of glances over at Daka, who's
No.
full, apparently watching and listening.
I just they're leaning. I have
Imagine food hanging out of his mouth.
They're doing that. I clearly have a bunch of monster heads on my way.
Yep.
He has many bodies.
He looks and he goes, "Yeah, you're not selling the big one. I don't think anybody's gonna buy him."
No.
Okay. Yeah, I got some friends in town. I can recommend you towards them. He goes, but they ain't cheap, but they're real good at their craft.
Okay, thanks for the recommendation.
He goes, "Yep, just feel free to come see me, and I'll point you in the right direction around town."
Okay.
And he heads back as he kind of goes running off to hand out drinks and such once more.
I know, Sieko, you want to make things out of the monster bits. Bastion, do you have anything that you want made?
I mean, if I could get maybe something that I already have strengthened a little bit, a little more bite. That said, I also still have that antenna, if
Yeah.
that could be of any use.
I don't remember. Is that important? Do we need to keep that as an item? Let me see what the note said.
Tictric enters his mind palace, which is just full of other copies of Tictric running around on fire.
Meanwhile, as the party watches Daka completely smash the potatoes and shovel them in.
I like the potatoes.
Imagine Tictric staring off into the distance, daydreaming, trying to remember.
I like this dirt fruit.
It doesn't specifically say we need the antenna, so yeah, we can turn it into something, I assume.
Okay. As you lot kind of continue to enjoy your meal, the night carries on. Do you guys want to head anywhere? Do you want to try and get a room? You gonna just ride Doc off into the sunset? Like, what's the thought?
Eka has magic item he want to sell.
As Daka pulls out his blue painted rock.
It's lucky rock. Must go for much.
Okay.
Look, why is it a lucky rock?
It's his boat
Because it's
rock.
blue. Because it's blue. Blue is lucky. Lucky worth lots.
Yeah, I'm
Not
assuming it's
as much as yellow rock. Very rich. Flashy.
What's up?
I'm assuming it's smithy. We'll have to wait till morning.
That's probably a good gander.
Yeah. Also, I can't
Yes.
get a room to destroy anything I lay on. So I don't know where I'm supposed to sleep. I'll figure something out.
On the floor.
I mean, yeah. Hope I don't break the floor.
Yeah, but so far, you notice the floor of this building seems to hold. Although, to be fair, the flooring is majority dirt. With a couple,
Yeah.
like, chunks of wood tossed in for support.
It's fair.
Hmm. So,
Yeah, we can do that tomorrow. Go to the smithy.
Yeah. Get a room for the night. Yeah.
okay. As you walk, who's, talking to the barkeep to get a room? So many volunteers, guys. Wow.
Well, if you want, you see, I was giving you guys the chance to not have Daka do it.
I guess I can do it.
I was giving you guys the option to not let me do it.
Yeah, sure. I'll sure. Why not?
All right. As you head up, the barkeep kind of turns back around and goes, Dragonborn?
Close enough.
All right, fair enough. As, not often we get your lot passing through here. He's like, how can I do, business for you?
Need 2 rooms for a party of 4.
2 rooms, 2 per person, or,
Yeah.
He nods, he goes, 3 copper pieces per room.
Easy.
He takes the copper and goes, you want a bath and food brought to you?
Yeah. How much?
That'll be another extra 2 coppers for the bath, and then the meal will be a silver piece.
Okay. Yeah.
He takes the coins and goes, all right, I'll have one of the stable boys bring up the tub and some rags for y'all to wash down with. As mentioned, please do not break the beds. They are costly, not in coin but in time.
I'll do my best.
He looks at Daka and Bastion and goes, yeah, word about you.
I don't need to sleep.
Yeah. He goes, alright, and he hands 2 keys and goes, you lot have a good time, as he kind of looks at Bastion, eyeing the flesh on him, the rotten flesh on him up and down.
This was the echo.
Did you want to room with me?
Yes.
All right. Sure.
I'm gonna leave him over to Bastion and be like, I don't think the bug likes me.
He's a little intimidated.
But why? I am cuddly. That's what the people at home tell me.
Oh, not the struggle snuggles, no.
And that's when
It's
you
a
realize Daka's the
different
smallest
world.
of his people.
But I have knowledge. Knowledge is power.
Yeah. Oh, man.
At least that's what the scholar told me.
I'll be in my room.
As Sieko and Tickrick turn and start heading down the hallway towards one of the rooms marked on the same number as their key. As you lot go in, it's just a simple 2 beds made of with a hay bed, a simple wool blanket, and what looks to be some sort of like mixture of straw and chicken feathers for the pillow. 2 beds, 2 simple wood chests that are completely empty, and a simple armoire for storing your clothes and gear in. Bastion and Daka, do you also head to your room?
Yes.
I do.
Okay. As the two of you head in, you see the rooms identical in almost exact same way as you see from Sieko and Tictrix as they kind of close the door and head in for the night. No magical enchantments, so you can pretty much clearly hear talking between the different rooms, which means, yes, you are going to hear the Daka's amazing, I imagine, snoring, assuming he sleeps. But as you lot split up between the two rooms, the baths are brought in about an hour later. Hot water is brought in buckets, and a simple, cheap cloth of some sort that has something lathered into it is set next to it in a little bucket. And the two bathtubs are left with you lot between the two rooms.
What am I supposed to do with that?
I will say the bucket is only sized for humans, so it's meant for someone about at maximum 6 foot and around 250 pounds at the heaviest.
None of us could use it except me. Do I even take baths?
No,
Okay.
I
Well-
have presentation. I'm cleaning myself.
I think it's for baths, but they weren't meant for us, as far as I can tell.
What does one do in a bath?
Couldn't really tell you. I know they clean themselves, but
Well, they, when in the Dwarven kingdoms, do as the Dwarvens do, right? That's to say.
Okay, I guess Daka will just take a rag and just start. He'll get naked and start cleaning himself.
poor Bastion will watch it as Daka not even bothered in this. Bastion, you've lived around like normal mortals, civilized mortals most of your life, minus this party. There's some general rules to how things kind of work, and while you're a Warforged and technically many people would treat you as a golem of sort, none of your party mates have ever been this apparent. As Daka strips down and starts wiping himself down with the rag, Daka, the smell of rose petals kind of erupts into your nose, and your skin feels cleaner, and Spark seems to slightly have a shine to it as you rubbed it down, and this weird, mix of white substance that seems to be really thick seems to lather on and create little bubbles throughout the room. As Bastion, you just watch as Daka is creating a room full of soapy bubbles.
Mr. Fleshman, it's making my green pop.
yeah, you do look a little more green.
It's amazing, this bathing.
About 20 minutes of this goes by, Daka. You finally get all the grime off you. The water is pitch brown and somewhat it's like a sappy material. And one of the kids comes in, sees Daka, and sees the barrel and kind of grabs it, starts tugging it. As he's moving it, as trying to pick it up, move it, you watch as some of the water splashes off, hits the dirt, and the dirt turns jet black and dies. As the kid sees this, sets the bucket down and starts pulling it.
Instant puke.
No, he's seen worse. And I assume Sieko and Tictric, are you not you're not going to use the bath, right?
I can wipe myself down, but I don't need to get fully naked to do it.
As you both can hear from the other side, and you can almost see the dampness of the wall of the same wall you share with Bastion and Daka. When the kid comes in, and as he comes into the door, you see the just a jostling of the black, almost like gelatin material now, as he kind of pulls out, and the kid goes, "Are you friends with the people next door?"
Yes.
I'm friends with the robotic one. I just met the other one.
He goes, "Please tell the big green one not to bathe in tree sap anymore. It's really dangerous." As he kind of continues to drag it, and you watch a little bit spills out and kills a plant that it falls onto.
Maybe put on our weapon. That seems like it'd be good.
Oh, fucking disease.
After a few minutes, the door shuts and you hear the kid, like, you hear him huffing and puffing as he's dragging these things in tubs of water around.
If I had a bottle, I would have tried to grab some.
As the night carries on, Sieko and Tictor, do you just pass out for the night, or is there anything you'd like to do?
Well,
I don't pass out, but sure.
I sleep on the floor.
Sieko lays down. Yes, go ahead, Bastion.
I would like to do something.
Yes.
Could I, like, because I don't have any reason to take a rest right now, so can I go down to the tavern? There's a tavern with it, right?
Yeah, the tavern's attached to the inn. Yeah, you're on the first floor, too.
I want to go in there and just kind of work on blending in with the crowd, like working on my charisma, staying in, since I tend to stand out, obviously.
That's fair. I will say it is your appearance that stands out, not your ability to speak. It's because you are kind of a mixture of metal and pieces of flesh. So that gives you a little bit more of a harsher and more like sticking out. Although, to be fair, due to your current party, you don't stick out nearly as much.
I look kind of normal at least.
Well, you to kind of give you a good picture for Bastion, I mean, he's traveling around with a overly large dragonborn by most people's appearance, an overly large orc, and a bug that looks like a familiar. So, you know, I mean, that's kind of why y'all stick out. Not a common party. But yeah, as you head into the tavern and start to sit down, a few minutes go by. And a human kind of comes and sits down with you and starts just talking and hanging out. He introduces himself as the human known as Van Day, and tells you that he is a ranger and merchant who's spent most of his time selling animals of all sorts throughout the nation, and that's where most of his income comes. Go ahead and give me a charisma check to see if you can level it up at all.
No, it's a nat 1.
Ouch. So with a nat 1, after a few minutes, it's a little awkward to talk to a human. This is kind of the first human that's ever spoken to you like a normal human being in a long time and, isn't a monster. Well, he's interesting.
And I don't like people anyway.
Yeah, as he's interesting to listen to, you find yourself kind of irritated. You're not sure if it's because of his fleshier appearance or just the fact that it's really annoying to listen to him move. It's weird to you for some reason. The awkwardness, the uninterestingness of humans, the lack of depth to their personalities. You get kind of bored after a few minutes, Bastion, of listening to the guy talk and drone on and on.
Can I just get up and walk off in the middle of his story?
she turned to him and goes, okay. And he turns and goes, maybe I'll have a better chance with one of the Yuan Ti women. And turns and walks off. A few minutes go by, and Daka, as you watch as the smelly man leaves, what would you like to do in the meantime while he's off? Are you just gonna roll up into a bed and sleep? Do you have anything you'd like to do? Okay.
Beds feel nice on Daka's skin.
Bash, after a few minutes, you come back and you see Daka completely out cold on one of the beds, wrapped up in the wool blanket and asleep. Is there any...
I will probably just stay in the room the rest of the night and kind of experiment with the arcane energy that is now flowing through me, or however it does.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check real quick.
That's a 16.
Okay. You immediately pick up Daka's cloak, his purple cloak that he wears, is giving off magic beyond anything you've seen in a long time. This is some powerful and potent shit. It emanates and fills the room almost to an intoxicating sense once you realize the arcane energy around you. The cloak is giving off a lot of magic. Besides that, nothing else is picked up, mostly because he is so potent.
Interesting.
Wow.
And I'll probably just sit in the room like I normally do and watch the door.
Alright.
Since I also don't
Yes.
sleep, I just like practice throwing my daggers around in the room, like just at the wall.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a dex check.
You hit me with a knife, swear to God.
Look, it won't hurt you. That's an 11.
Yeah, the knives they seem to stick into the wall and bounce, and then somewhat bounce out. A few minutes of this going by, nothing. You don't really improve your aim or anything like that. It just kind of passes the time. The sounds of clinging metal on occasion can be heard for those who are awake, but that's pretty much it. As the night goes on, you lot begin to relax and detensify. Bastion shuts his body down for a few hours, I imagine. Dagger gets poked in the ass by a dagger that pokes it all. That would be a pretty. That'd be a pretty impressive dagger. His head's more close to the wall than his ass. I'd be a little more concerned if it touches his ass. Though it goes right through the wall, Daka, right through your head, and somehow you suddenly feel a ping in your ass, even though you would be lobotomized.
That's a strange feeling. Good thing I don't have a brain.
But,
That would be dangerous.
goddamn. But yeah, as the night goes on, it passes peacefully as the morning comes. The cawing of a rooster can be heard in the distance. People start moving about as you lot seem to kind of come to consciousness fully once more. And as you lot each wake up, a knock is brought to the door. An alert. The young man from last night lets you know that you have the next hour to pack your goods up and be out of the rooms, or to pay for the next night. And kind of heads off as that was your wake up call.
Okay. I would like to try and find that waiter that talked about that smithy.
Oh, the barkeep, the owner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And the rest of the party as you lot come out?
Go with him to the owner.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with all the monster parts. So,
Okay.
I
yeah.
guess I'll follow.
Daka follows along in the back.
Honestly.
Yeah, so as you lot head out, coming into the main hallway and then heading to the tavern, you see as the barkeep kind of looks over at you lot and goes, yes, the interesting group from the night before. How are you doing?
Doing good.
One.
Well,
He kind of...
He did not destroy your bed.
I wasn't worried about him. Okay. Can I help you?
You talked about a smithy that you do?
Yes.
Didn't know where that-
It's called Tabul's famous smithy. Is actually the brand name, or the name of the business is Tabul's famous smithy. It's a young human Nord now. It was an old man that used to run the shop, but he unfortunately passed away a few years back. His great-grandson now runs the shop. Well talented, better with magical parts and beasties than he is with forging stuff from fresh.
Abu is famous.
Works for me. Where's
Yeah.
the shop at?
Yeah, he goes, on the outskirts of town, on the side towards the Volley Lands, so more to the east, a little bit to the south. Hard to miss it. It's a big sign with a depiction of a griffin's head on it.
Alright. I'll start trudging my way.
All right.
I'll follow.
15 copper on the counter and walk off.
The man looks at the copper and looks back up and nods and kind of puts it away in his bag, knowingly thinking understands what Bastion is saying. The man just kind of stares and watches as you lot leave.
Can't let that be interpreted wrong.
Huh?
Can't wait for that to be interpreted wrong.
As you lot head out into the main road, the village or the city starts to liven up. People walking around talking. They give you a pretty wide berth of your party, given the fact of your uniqueness. But as you head further onto the outskirts of the town, passing a couple of bakeries here, some local merchants selling some caught fish that are definitely not a week old and totally don't smell like Daka's home. And by smell like Daka's home, I do mean they just smell really, really pungent.
They smell like me.
Kind of. With the fleshy bits, yes. But as you lot finally come across at the very edge of the city towards the poorer district that's pushed up against the walls, at the exit to the southern or the eastern gate, you see a very large wooden sign with what is obviously a griffin's skull that has just been nailed to it. And below reads Tabul's famous smithy. It's a simple shop, one story. You see the windows themselves from the outside are all cracked. Some are blown out. Blackened smoke seems to kind of air out from inside, as there doesn't seem to be a chimney coming out, or in any portion of the building. It seems to have a little side, almost like a side patio where a donkey is kept. You read on the sign that the donkey's name is called Chad Chadicus, and that he likes carrots.
Huh?
But yeah, this is what you see from the outside, as there's a big trough of water in the little stable, overhang rather, and a couple of bales of hay that the donkey continues to chew on. You can hear hammering from inside the building, but otherwise, that's pretty much it.
I'll enter.
Seems like the place.
All right.
Yep. Say we're here.
As Sieko opens the door first, leading the party, the young man who looks to be a half-elf comes running up, brown hair, green-eyed, just old enough to grow a little hair on his upper lip. He comes running out and goes, and he's maybe like 4 feet tall. You guess maybe 100 pounds. But his arms and his forearms are just fully amassed. You can see the veins in them. He is like muscular looking for his age. And he comes out and sees you lot and goes, "Are you here to rob me?"
No.
Oh, thank God. The last guy that tried that, I had to turn into a donkey, and I lost my only valuable item my grandfather left behind.
I kind of push forward the half a pumpkin with all the monster body parts in it.
He looks him over and goes, "Oh, thank God."
Heard this in the smithy.
Yes. He goes, "My name, you can call me Tabul, is the name. I'm the new smith after my great-grandfather passed away. I'm I guess somewhat world-renowned monster smith. I'm good at making parts for monsters, I'm good at making armor for monsters, and I'm good at making materials from monsters."
Alright, well, we got a giant pumpkin, vampire skeleton, 2 vampires, a bunch of kobolds, vampire captain.
I assume you're pulling out corpses as you say this.
Yeah.
He just
Dropping them on the floor.
Like laying, well, I'm like the corpses are mostly like full, so I'm like laying them out like a bunch of bodies right next to each other.
His eyes start to kind of glow a little bit. He looks, and you see them start to float. And a magic spell seems to go off as something seems to shine off of them for a moment, and then they start to kind of slowly drift back to the ground, losing that glow, and his eyes seem to go back to normal. And he goes, "Well, that's valuable. What do you want to get out of this? I can't."
Also this. And I drop the Thrycreen antenna on counter in front of us.
He looks at it and goes,
that too.
"You lot have been holding out for a while, I take it. Not many monster smiths where you were?"
All of this, as I put my thing, is from one dungeon.
We got that a while ago, pointing at the queen.
Oh, okay. He looks at it and goes, "Well, I can't make anything like the gentleman there's a cloak, but I should be able to make a couple items out of this, or I can make one super item. Any ideas of what you're wanting to commission?"
I was looking for a shield from the pumpkin.
He nods and goes, "I can give you something to do with fire resistance."
Yeah, that's when I picked up the thing, took fire. Fire punch, not effective. Looking for daggers for my friend here, out of the skeleton, hopefully.
He goes, "Don't worry about the parts. Tell me what you're looking for exactly, and I'll see if I can make it."
Okay. Daggers, upgrade this guy's armor as I tap the bug, a magic shield, and whatever's left over used to upgrade this as I pull the Pumpkin King Greatsword. If you can.
Oh, yeah, I should be able to do all that. Do you want any potions? I can do some potion crafting out of the vampiric teeth.
If you got parts you don't need, sure.
No.
Oh, and we were just looking to sell these as I tapped the kobold vampires. From what I understand, not much I can do with these little guys.
He starts to clap his hands, and you see as the two bodies kind of stand up suddenly and reform. He goes, I can use them as servants. At the very least, I'll tell you what, I'll take half price or half cost off of the overall cost of the items for the two corpses.
Alright, sure.
And you see the two kobolds kind of stand, and he looks at them and starts speaking in Abyssal, and starts giving them orders on to grab the body parts and start weighing them out and playing them out in the different forge areas. And he goes, the kid turns back to you and goes, I should be able to get this for you within the next day or two if y'all are looking for work. I got work if you're interested. I'll take the price off the cost of the items if you'd like. And any monster parts you bring me back, I'll consider as a bonus and pay for.
Yeah, what you looking for?
He looks about and starts kind of digging into his book, and you see it's called it's just a monster compendium of the House of Cain. And he goes, "Give me a minute," and he starts kind of flipping through it. We got a beholder nearby that I'm looking to get a hold of, which you lot might not be ready for. If any of these monsters grab your attention, just feel free to let me know and interrupt me as he goes. And he starts listing through again and starts looking at things. If I can get my document to pull up and load for me. Any minute as the DM continues to ad-lib like a genius.
Yes.
And talk out of his ass as he's thinking.
Click, ad-lib.
Let's see. He mentions as well or he looks through and he goes, there's a stone golem that is protecting a castle and knocked out a level 20 party. We're not sure how big he is or what he is, or if it's a he or she, or even if it's a warforged. You got that. We've got some local chimeras that have set up nesting nearby in the Voli lands. We got a demon extermination quest. It's just general demons. They've set up in one of the ruins. Any of these sounding interesting to you? Hydra. I got a pink dragon that really knows how to play with magic.
It's a pink dragon.
You guys want to fight some demons?
Demons, man?
I can do demons.
He looks at you and goes, You're interested in the demons? Perfect. The Blackland Hold is your best spot to start. I would recommend preparing for it ahead of time, as it's an old Voli territory. To be fair, it used to be considered part of the capital and place where the Voli kept all their most dangerous and cursed items. So if you have any interest in treasure hunting, I hear good luck. Although if you were interested in that, you'd probably be up in Oventium like the rest of the damn adventurers we've been getting there here recently. I had a group of 3 idiots here recently, Goliaths, talking about something about muscles. They appreciated my arms, but they told me my legs could use a lot of work. I'm 12. I'm not sure how I could explain to them about the leg thing, but anyways, he goes, if y'all are looking for more stuff for legendary items and such, I recommend hitting up Oventium, although it might be dangerous to pass through the Dwarven lands these days.
I also have something I'd like to request. I don't know if you could do it, but do you think you could upgrade this dagger? Hold up the dagger of venom with this spell scroll and this bottle of poison.
He looks at anything else. Yeah, you'll have to leave it here though.
That's fine.
It'll take the same amount of time to commission it. He goes, if y'all are going on an adventure, you might want to hold off on that. But who am I to tell adventurers what to do? This is just my advice. He guy grabs the dagger, the poison, and the other items, or in the steel wings, and he goes, I'm not much good with runes, but I got a cousin who is. He's down the street. He won't probably charge you much. In exchange that he gets he can keep the steel wing spell for himself afterwards. If he
Okay.
and he goes, but yeah, I should be able to
That's
get that.
fine.
He nods.
Do you know of a place I can sell armor?
He looks.
Can I sell armor here?
He kind of turns and looks up at Doc and goes, "Yes, this is a smithy. Is he slow or really smart?"
Good.
He's new. I don't know.
Okay. He looks back up at Doc and goes, "Yes, sir. Anything you'd like to sell, buy? What can I do for you?"
How much could I get for this pieces of armor? And I'll show him the last stand armor, the plate.
He looks at it for a second and goes, is this, He takes a minute, kind of looking it up and down and goes, do you know who made this? As he looks up at Doc and looks back down at the armor.
Just imagine docking like a dead stare, not saying a word.
Can I roll to know who made it?
See, yeah, go ahead. Roll an intelligence check or a history check. I'll take either.
Oh, they're both a 0. Let's rock and roll. That's an 8.
You have no idea.
I'm gonna look at the rest. It's like, do you know who made it? I don't.
You want to all roll history checks?
Let me see.
Do
I'm gonna say
know who
Bastion
made it?
doesn't have to. Bastion's seen this armor. He knows exactly whose armor this belongs to.
That works.
Oh, is this the armor?
This is Aaron's armor. Also, the armor famously known to have been made by Ogum. That was designed to basically make you stand there and get the shit kicked out of you while you die, because you can't move. That armor. That's the. I don't know if you remember Aaron with the Moby, but this was her armor.
Well, that was Kilxias.
That's fair. That is fair.
So Bastion might still vaguely remember, but not too well.
Fair enough. Okay. But yeah, the man just kind of, as you turn to ask this Daka, he just kind of takes a step and stops and goes, "It's made by the very world-renowned guy, the Smith Ogum. You know, the great grandfather uncle of the current Zarius Emperor."
Oh, so it should be worth a lot then.
Yes, unimaginable value depending on the which version of this it is. As he takes it and kind of starts looking at it. You mind if I inspect it? I promise you'll get it back if I can't buy it from you.
Sure, I trust you.
He casts Identify on it and immediately looks up and goes, I can give you 4,000 gold pieces at best for it. It's not the original, the original version, and it's not the perfected version, but it's still worth a lot, and it's got his name on it as he points to the little symbol. It's a big O with a hammer on it.
I'll look to the party again and be like, "Is that a fair price?"
I don't
Didn't
know.
I-
I think so.
Didn't I vaporize the perfected version?
Yes.
Yep. Can't turn that dash. I don't know. Can I roll like history to see if I can get price?
For price tagging, for price tagging, that would be a perception check, specifically.
All right, well, both are a +0.
I roll that as well.
Sure, why not?
That went from a 12 to a 2.
Wow, another 11.
Yeah, that seems about a fair price to both of you. Sieko, you think it might be a little
18.
high. 18. Bastion, you'd guess, Bastion, as you look it over, you know metal. This is your one thing you understand. It's got mithril mixed into it. It's got some other strange metals you've never seen before. You'd probably estimate its value, well, low amounts to be fair, but still having them in there. You'd estimate the value probably around 12,000. This kid's probably trying to make a profit.
Seems a little low to me.
It's low. How low? What? Mr. Fleshy. What? How much is it worth?
I would appreciate we stay away from Mr. Flashy.
Well, what do I call you? You didn't give me your name.
His
You
name's
did just say Bastion.
Oh. Okay. Stone Man. Stoneman Bastion.
Stone Man would be fine.
Okay, Mr. Stoneman. How much is it worth? If he is not offering the right amount.
I'd say around 12,000.
12,000. That's a lot more than 4,000.
The kid turns to Daka and goes, "Yes, but you've got to understand. I have to make a profit off of it. There's not many people who can afford this, to be honest. I'll tell you what. I'll give you 9,000 for it, so I can at least have a headway to make a profit off of it."
Okay.
He nods and takes the armor and hands it to one of the kobolds. You see the kobold immediately drops to the ground and tries to heft up, gives up and starts walk dragging it in front of it.
Alright, so 9,000. All right, that's decent.
As he hands it out and goes, if I sell the item for any higher, I'll make sure that, of course, you're given the margin of profit that you're owed. As he looks up at Daka and goes, Mr. Stone Golem? As he looks at Bastion.
That's Stone Man.
Mr. Stone Man. He nods to Daka, looks a little nervous, and looks back at Bastion.
Yeah.
He goes, if you're interested, I have an item I can send your way that I've got on special order back at the family warehouse. You seem like the type who likes magic. Are you a fan of undead?
Very much so.
He nods and goes, if you're interested, if you'd be willing to, there's a demon in that horde a lot. As you mentioned, you were interested in the demon quest. A little more powerful. You'll be able to pick him out pretty quickly. I don't have much more description of him other than he is known as the man with the stoned eyes. If you can kill it and bring it back here, I can make a really good item I could sell for a high profit. I'd be willing to give you my family's necromancy research book, as well as maybe a magic staff if you're interested.
And what parts do you need?
The more intact the body, the better. As much of it as you can get into a bag would be the main thing. If you can't do anything but eviscerate the body down to just nothing but pulp, I'll still take it.
Sometimes I get a little carried away, so I can't promise it'll be intact. But we'll return the body.
He nods and goes, "If you can manage that, that'd be appreciated. He's killed 3 of my adventuring groups I've sent so far, so..." But, you guys look like you're a hardy bunch. I mean, you got a giant orc, you've got a pretty muscular dragonborn, and a wizard with a familiar. I mean, you really can't ask for much more.
I am not a familiar.
Did you teach your familiar to talk? He looks at Bastion.
He's not a familiar.
You're one of those types of wizards. Oh, is he family? He's family, I imagine.
I'm a Thrycreen.
He nods and goes, I believe you. I mean, I appreciate your order, as he looks at Tick-Trick.
Yes. Oh, by the way, you said your cousin knew runes and magic and stuff?
Yes.
Do you think he could tell me what this knife is? It seems pretty special. I wonder if it had anything more to it than pointing up the witch's dagger.
He looks at it and says, here, give me a minute. And he starts drawing the dagger's design onto to a piece of paper. He goes, I'll send it over to him, and I'll send the design over and see what he says.
Okay, thank you.
And you see as he wraps it up, and it suddenly just teleports into disappears into a little bit of light and vanishes. And he goes, if there's nothing else, you lot, it'll take me a week to get your stuff together. If you want it prior to heading into the Demon's Nest, that's fine. I'm happy to get it together for you. If you'd rather just go and get in there and go smacking things, you know where to find me. I'm not going to be leaving shop anytime soon.
Okay. All right.
kid nods and turns and heads back into the smithy, and you hear suddenly hammering, swearing. One of the kobolds runs out with on fire for a second, and the kid just goes to work.
Poor kobold.
So you guys, do you want to wait the week and grab the stuff and then go do this, or just go now?
I mean, isn't that both your magic knives?
No. He took the design. I still have the knife.
Okay, then. I mean, I'm down for either. I have all my gear ready.
And I don't necessarily have to wait for anything.
I can do as Dagger does.
Which
Just gonna do it now,
is.
I don't know.
We don't know what Daka does.
We don't know what Taka does.
Daka. Oh, man. Alright, let me pull up the map and get my dungeon set up. Alright, if anybody needs to run to the restroom, take a quick second to grab some water. You got a minute while the DM gets his stuff together.
Off I go.
For sensitive information on almost anyone. Just their
What's
name.
that? I don't know.
Whose phone?
That was Cook's.
What is Cook doing?
I don't know.
We don't ask questions we don't want answers to.
Like, I was dropped off at my car. Did you eat the pork?
Is that Cook's mother in the
Yeah.
background?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, ain't that... Oh, man. Alright, let me pull everything up. Okay, we've got the map of that. Now, I have to build some quick encounters for today's session.
Send you that last night.
You are awesome for that.
Also, was that Pink Dragon Quest to hunt fucking
It's
Caleb?
funny. I was thinking of
No.
wanting to do that.
Okay, I was making sure. I was like, man, I really don't want to murder his merchant. That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
No, yeah, y'all are fine. Let me go with...
Okay.
You got a second still, don't worry. Your mom good, mate? We could hear her and your phone going off. Something about, I don't know, it sounded real technical for your phone.
No, my phone accidentally went off with some weird advertisement. My mom did just get home, but she might be heading out in a second.
Okay. Please don't watch porn advertisements while we're running D&D. That's all I'm asking.
You can't stop me.
You're not wrong, unfortunately.
Don't worry, I would never.
I can still request that at the very least, if you just don't watch the ads, like my man, there are better options.
True.
Oh man. Alright. Yep, no, you still got a minute because I'm pulling up everything to get that going for you lot. Because I didn't have a dungeon prepared today at all. But I had some quest lines I wanted to run, but I didn't want to have to build. How many dungeons was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dungeons before session. So one quick moment as I'm almost done for the first encounters. All right, let me get that. Cam. So, and I will mention, you did keep the gear, correct, Daka, for the Last Stand armor. You've already updated your monster sheet for that, or your character sheet for that?
Let me double check. No, I will remove it now, though.
Okay. You can tell how quickly prepared DM is when he is running his sessions. He doesn't
Alright.
totally make it up on the spot. Yes.
Don't worry, boys. I have a plan. I still have the Aircocker and Drow Body. I'm gonna use them as projectiles.
Yes.
I don't think that's gonna go well.
Be interesting to hear go down.
I cannot wait to see how this goes. You know, we'll just do that for. All right, I got the first 2 encounters for you. I doubt you'll go past that before another long rest. So, all right. I would like to cast Lester. Yeah, you don't send me shit when I'm like setting up things. Okay, that's fine. And okay, yeah. No, I think I appreciate that. All right. So as you lot start to head start to head out the following within the following hour, the city takes you a while to get there because you're heading to the center of the old Volley lands. As you're heading to Blackland Hold, for those who actually care to look at the map. If you don't worry, it's east. That's all you need to worry about. So about a week goes by of you lot traveling there. By foot, it takes quite a while, as you realize, and you come across this very.
I didn't know if you wanted to pop over here or you want me to pop. Like, do you want this tonight so you have it?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys.
Your
Don't worry
mother
about it.
is gonna become a pact or patron at some point in my world, just for the voice. The random voice lines will be how I debate what this character does.
The funny thing is, I have my noise suppression on, so she's so loud from the other room that it's.
It's okay, man. You can hear my traffic on the other side of my wall, while my mic is facing me complete opposite way. Alright. But yeah, so after about a week of travel across this desolate land with this white ghost grass kind of everywhere, no trees, there are caves that seem to go all about. You hear monsters wailing throughout the grounds. Some of the cities and ruins you see off in the distance seem to have their own protectors that you can kind of catch a stint of. But none of them really are your mission, and you didn't see any wanted posters or reward posters at the tavern or anywhere else in town for any of these monsters. Realizing as a party, it's really probably not worth going and looking around right this moment to deal with these creatures. As you lot, though, finally make it to the city of Blackhold, once famously known as a metropolis amongst the cities of the Helivoli, who were once one people, which none of you know about. Except for maybe if Daka can manage to roll an extremely high history check in some way, manage to get a 20. I assume... Well, you know what? Here, I'll offer. Daka, do you want to try and see if you can remember the history of the Voli people?
Yes.
Okay, give me a history check. It's not relevant to the story, it's just for him.
6.
They once 2 was 1, and it was stronger. That's all you know.
That's going in the document.
Yep. As Daka begins writing this, as he thinks and contemplates about the people in his head. Thank you, Bigsby. You lot finally come across the small ruins of the central palace of Blackland Hold. And as you come to the entrance, you see this large, pointed Gothic castle that seems to have long since seen its day and age past. You look upon and see the towers falling in. The blackened stone seems to have completely cracked and crumbled. No glass can be seen. What little wood there was been long gone from termites and weathering. However, as Tabul kind of pointed out, the main armory and where these demons were supposed to be staying and really holding out was the vault that you would find in the royal chambers. He gave you a general idea and directions on where you could go once you're in the castle to find the area. And you know what? Give me an investigation check for the whole party. See who can find if you guys find it in relatively decent time.
Can I go ahead and just use my divine
It's an actual
sense?
20.
Sure.
Well, Doc is very good at this, apparently.
Doc is good at
Very good, guys.
investigating.
I am stumbles upon it very quickly by luck. He's there.
I put on my lucky blue goggles.
Divine sense. I'm just checking what it does.
I sense anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that's not behind total cover.
Okay, so for note, when you open up the wall, or open up the doorway into the thing, you'll know that there are, within 60 feet of you, almost immediately, a total of 5 fiends that are in the next coming rooms, but that's for when you open the doors. Just to keep
Okay.
that in for note. As you're using this, you sense the presence of fiends at the first moment, but due to the cover, you don't pick up any evil creatures in the immediate direction. However, as you're using your divine sense, and as Tiktrick and Sieko kind of start moving some rubble about, looking about, trying to find this doorway, Daka just kind of thinks he's a good investigator, and pictures that the door that kid was looking for was going to be there. And everyone just feels a sudden magical surge as the entirety of the building is suddenly moved 5 feet to the east. As it kind of makes the entire building shake. And a doorway appears right in front of Daka in the flooring. Completely obvious and easy to spot.
Look, guys, I found a door.
Good job, Daka.
As
Thank you.
Who opens the door out of curiosity?
Does Doc want to open the door he found, or would he like me to open it?
I don't know. If you want me to open the door, I'll open the door. If you want to open it, you know.
All right,
You know.
Sieko will open it up. Let's do
All
it.
right, Sieko, as you go to lean, give me a dex check.
Oh no. 13.
As you go to lean, thankfully you managed to keep your balance from your immense weight.
I'm gonna get it till tomorrow, honey.
And as you lean down, you pull open the door, and it's a simple stairway going down. Immediately, Bastion, your senses start going off of those 5 fiends being further in. You sense an immediate area, 3 fiends within the next room, and another 2 fiends a little further in.
There are 5 in our area here. Three are nearby, but total of 5. I can feel them.
Perfect. As Sieko starts walking.
Okay.
I would like to stealth.
As Daka starts walking.
All right. Go ahead. Tiktrick can roll up stealth.
It's a 21.
All right. Give me a minute. I'm just double checking to make sure no creatures have true sight for some random reason. As I totally didn't put this together in like 2 seconds.
Daka is good at finding things.
Yes.
Don't worry, Tiktrick's behind a bunch of tall people. They won't see him.
Okay, you're good. As you begin to head down Sieko, immediately you spot this almost large blue termite-looking creature standing at the entrance to the room. Actually, Tiktrick knows exactly what this is, as these are common to his people
Hey.
in Ice Devil.
Nice double.
Yes, these are very well known for creatures that hunt Thrycreen specifically, as they enjoy the delicacy of their souls.
What do I know about them?
They're cold, and they hunt Thrycreen, and they're telepathic.
Okay.
Also, they're fiendish, if that matters. But as you lot come into this room, Sieko, being the first in, you see the 4 caskets, or stones, rather 4 stone sarcophagi, each individually placed at different points in the room. A little like stairway to the northern end of the room that goes up to a simple platform with a little gold box sitting on it. You see the Ice Devil itself and 2 other creatures that, while you're not familiar with for appearances and to save the DM from having to depict what they look like, these spiky-like creatures with wings and tridents. Don't worry, it's not a Cambion. I don't want to accidentally kill poor Cook once more.
Don't want to give him PTSD.
Yes. But as you look on, you see as this room kind of opens up with 2 giant pillars and a really half-assed bridge that goes across. And immediately across the bridge, the entirety of the party sees these 2 almost gold statue-like figures that seem to have like crow heads and giant crow-headed scythes, just kind of standing there, not moving, as they seem to be across the way. across this very broken, almost a single log with a couple of like nailed in pieces of wood planks onto it for a bridge. And as immediately as you enter into it, roll up initiative as the Ice Devil goes into combat. You are stealth, by the way, Tick-Trick. You're good.
I rolled a 17 for myself.
Nice.
21.
21. And what did the legendary Daka pick up for his
15.
Nice. Okay. Let me just keep that to run so that way I have it. As you lot enter into combat, raising up your weapons, the obvious Ice Devil and the other two creatures seem to ready up and get ready to start charging at you. And Bastion, you get the first move of the party.
How close is the closest creature?
The Ice Devil being in the front is a total of 15 feet in front of you. You have a Sieko and an unseen Tick-Trick in front of you as well.
So I have to get around them first.
Correct.
Are the other creatures past the Ice Devil?
Yes, the two spiky creatures seem to be hanging out next to the sarcophagi, and the two other statue-like figures seem to be across the little bridge. And just for reference, there's a little map of what you're seeing.
Thank you.
And there's a circle with where you are. Gotten to the point where it's just, as a DM, it's much better just to give maps. So, alright.
Well, Bastion is... I'm going to stay back behind the people for now since they're in front of me.
Okay.
But I'm going to point my finger at the Ice Devil
Mm-hmm.
and cast Blindness.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So it needs to make a con saving throw.
Okay. That is a 13.
It'll pass.
Okay. As you cast the spell, it seems to kind of, not feel really phased by it. You also note, Tick-Trick, these things have blind sight, as they hunt in the dark in the tunnels.
Yep.
So.
Alright.
Okay, seeing that it was unaffected, I suppose I'm going to move up a little bit,
Okay.
kind of get in front of them.
Okay. You are now you're gonna move about a total of 10 feet in that point, and you
Yeah.
are now within 5 feet of the Ice Devil.
Since I'm there, I'm gonna swing
All
my
right.
axe.
The Axes of Charity return.
22.
22 does hit.
Okay,
Wait.
and that's going to be
Oh, thank God! I can actually hit Bastion and Siaka. Okay, we're good.
10 points of damage.
10 points. All right. And what type of
Yep.
damage is that?
It is
Magical
slashing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bonus action 2-weapon fighting. Swing the
Okay.
axe of charity again. I did not die, but I rolled a nat 1, so.
All right. As you go to roll, or as you go to slam into it, it just seems to bounce off the Ice Devil's carapace, as the creature seems to not really be affected in any way, and seems to make strange noises that Tick-Trick picks up as it insulting your mother. Something about gerbils and like berries. Tick-Trick doesn't really gets the general gist of it. Okay. All right, and is there anything else you'd like to do, Bastion?
That is my turn for
Okay. The first of the spiked out flying creatures immediately comes flying by Bastion as he is at the front, and not realizing it can't hurt Bastion. It's gonna make its multi-attack to try and stab at Bastion with 2 of its attacks, which I know fully can't hit it, but it doesn't realize it as the pitchfork just kind of bounces off you, Bastion, with a metal ting each time. And the creature looks very confused as it looks at the fork and looks back at Bastion. Alright. And unfortunately, as it uses its fly speed, it is going to fly back using its bonus action disengage, and it is going to fall back about 10 or 15 feet behind the Ice Devil to be...
After
Yes.
it missed me, I'm
Mhm.
gonna like turn my head to look at it, and that red smoke starting to pour out of where my eye holes are.
Roll an intimidation check.
Cool.
Oh no.
Is that cool to be a strength?
Sure.
That's 17.
Okay, it's going...
Bam.
The creature looks at you and seems unaffected as it seems to growl at you almost in response.
Lucky.
That is the end of its turn. The Ice Devil, having no such issue with being able to hit you, readies its spear that seems to sparkle slightly. And again, as you are the one in front, it is immediately going to start stabbing at you with its pitchfork. Or with its spear, which, funny enough, the monster she actually doesn't have a spear listed, so we're just going to use the claw weapon here. Wow.
Okay, good start.
Yeah, Bastion, does a 12 hit?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I was concerned. Does a 27?
That is my AC.
Alright, so that's a miss, and for its second one, it's going to make 2 more, which again... Can I fucking... The spear just keeps bouncing off Bastion. The Ice Devil's starting to get irritated and like shoving harder, trying to push Bastion back. That's the end of its turn. Fucking
Okay.
great. Tick-Trick, you're up.
Oh, right.
You are
Seeing as
about
this
10 feet
thing-
from the Ice Devil on its right, however, it hasn't noticed you at all.
Yeah. Well, it has blind sight, so
It does have blind sight, so it will notice as soon as you move.
Yep. So, I guess, yeah, I don't like this guy. I'm gonna bonus action dash right up behind him,
Okay.
get flanking with Bastion. Do I know if this has any weak spots from hunting these things before?
No. You just know that they're immune to fire, cold, and poison.
Immune to fire, cold, and poison. Okay.
Mhm.
Alright. I will go ahead and stab him.
Okay. Let's see what you got.
Both with Bastion, correct?
Mhm. Yes, correct. So you'll have advantage.
Okay. Come on, new weapon. Does a 22 hit?
Yeah, 22 hits.
Okay. Sneak attack damage.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, you're lucky. I didn't roll very good. That is 29 damage. 7 lightning, if that matters.
No, doesn't. You're good.
All right, and I didn't use my movement, so my
Yeah, you would have.
so
You would have used your movement to
I
get
used
behind
bonus
it.
action to dash.
Oh, okay. Then never mind.
We'll attack again.
Okay.
Does a 13?
A
I don't think
13 does not hit.
Man, I'm rolling bad.
Yep. Alright. As you slice into the creature, the first one managing to cut open, you watch as the bluish liquid kind of pours out of its back. And you watch as it suddenly starts to jolt as the electricity feeds through the creature. It screams out in Infernal, just yelling at pain and many obscenities. As you go for the second one,
What it's
though.
saying.
Huh?
I said I know what it's saying.
Yes, you catch on that it is cursing Tick-Trick and his entirety of his race, as well as the queen that he hatched from, in a not so nice way. As you go for the second hit, though, it seems to bounce right off as the Ice Devil seems to take, kind of manage to move its body just slightly as you miss the initial cut and wound you hit. Your blade bouncing off ineffectively. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I will go ahead and move. Where is the farthest I can get from all enemies?
Back into the palace that had been moved 5 feet. Or expanded 5 feet, rather.
Can I see what's to the top of this room? That door. right there?
You don't see anything there. It just looks like a nook from the angle you're at.
Oh, I'll go hide in that nook.
Okay. As you go run over there, give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
And just run to a trap.
Maybe.
Why not? It's an 18.
You fail. The DC was 20. Ticktrick, you find yourself suddenly completely blind and deaf.
Blind sight still here?
Yes, blind sight does still affect.
Cool. I'm fine then.
Yes. But your eyes do cloud over and you suddenly cannot see anything.
That's annoying. Okay. Can I sense what that was?
A magical spell. To the rest of the party, you don't see anything. You also do not see where Ticktrick went. He just seemed to walk into that nook and disappeared.
Wonderful.
I'm still here.
All right. As the end of your turn, the infamous Knuckle Dracker, Daka, you are up.
Well, Dacker's gonna go up to this ice devil,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's gonna rage.
All right.
Which, since he's wild magic, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I've got to roll off of the DM's wild magic table.
Let me pull up my wild magic table real quick. No, this is a 3.5 magic table. I'm sorry in advance.
Oh no.
Because that means there's a good chance it's going to be a lot worse.
Hunter just has a hard eyes. Just that's it.
All right, let's start with the basic table. Give me a D100 roll.
Yeah. I rolled a 71.
All right. Another D100 roll, if you wouldn't mind.
Two.
Okay. As you rage, you all watch as Daka begins to glow a bright white light seems to kind of push around him. Daka, you suddenly teleport 5 feet in front of you, and the Ice Devil is teleported 5 feet behind you. You have switched places.
Oh,
You now stand looking off into this bridge, and the Ice Devil is not in front of you any longer.
wait a minute.
I'm just staring at Daka's back now.
Yes, and the Ice Devil is just looking around confused as it's standing to your left now, Bastion.
So how much movement did I use to get
None.
to the none?
Nope, you were teleported.
No. How much movement did I use to get up to the Ice Devil before I went?
Only 5 feet.
Before I rage. Only 5 feet. Okay, so I'm just gonna look around and just turn around and be like, "Oh, my bad," and then go up and attack.
Alright. You are flanking with Bastion now. We're right next to you.
Yay!
Well,
Advantage!
Yes.
Go! With my great axe. Oh dear god.
that
Does
does not
15 hit?
No, as you the Daka's first great axe swing after all of this build up, and he slams into the stone. The stone
Alright.
cracks and breaks apart at the hitting of his axe.
I do have 2 attacks per action, so
Yep.
we're gonna rock and roll.
Let's see what you got.
Come on. Does a 16 hit.
The second one right back into the dirt. The rock is gone now. There's just dirt there.
Yo, I know Daka's missing. The enemy's blue. He's lucky.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
Daka.
The enemy's really lucky. This is bad. They blew.
As Daka starts to contemplate this wall in range and hitting dirt. Alright. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Daka?
well, I mean, I used my bonus action to rage, so I can't really do anything else.
Okay. Alright. The second flying purple spiky creature, seeing Daka, having moved over here, is going to fly over behind Daka and gaining flanking, and is going to start stabbing Daka in the back. As he's the closest target. Does a 19 hit Daka?
Matches.
That's unfortunate. It's going to use its second attack for its first action, and as it used its movement, oh, that's a 7. Wow, rolls are real great tonight, guys. Yeah, the creature kind of bounces its, or manages to miss the very large Daka twice, even while flanking, and Daka not even noticing, just kind of screeches out and flies back to the center of the room, out of range. And that's the end of its turn. Sieko, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna get in on this Ice Devil action. Let's get it.
Okay, let's see what you got.
So I'll walk up and I will start my spectacular swings. I'm flanking also, right?
Yes.
Beautiful. Does a 22 hit?
22 does hit.
I cast Magic Fist. That's 9 magical bludgeoning
Okay, just bludgeoning. All right, gotcha.
and 13 force.
All right. As you slam into it, the gust of wind seems to push the Ice Devil's head slightly to a jar, and it looks kind of confused by the situation suddenly.
Again!
Okay. Let's see what you got.
17.
That hits.
More Magic Fist!
Oh no.
Dragon Man has magic fists.
Oh god. Alright.
Taking notes in the middle of the battle.
9 of that?
Just writing in his notepad during the fight.
In thunder.
Okay, alright.
This is a loud fist. It makes a bang when I hit him.
Yeah, as you slam into him, it sounds like a gunshot as the head seems to push further over. Okay. The boom kind of resonates throughout the entirety of the dungeon, making the dungeon rattle a little bit.
And then I bonus action Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. Alright. And that is the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Back up to the top of the initiative. Bastion, my man, you are up.
All right, I'm just gonna swing the random acts of charity again.
Okay. Let's see what you got. I'm surprised
That's
you
a
haven't
10.
choose these things. 10 does not hit.
10 with advantage? Ouch.
Oh yeah, I do have advantage.
You do
that's
have
right.
advantage.
No better.
Damn.
If you're not moving,
Doing
you
this.
get 2 attacks.
Let me see.
There are 2 actions.
That one is a 22.
That hits.
Okay.
We got a lot of 22s.
Lucky number.
That is 6 slashing, and then I'm going to Divine Smite and use a spell slot
Okay.
to do 9 necrotic.
As you watch as the creature withers at the necrotic damage slightly, you watch as the darkness color seems to hit the creature's skin quite drastically, and you watch as some of its fingers seem to rot off and fall to the ground.
Nice. So that was 2 attacks, right?
Correct.
Okay. Then I'm going to bonus action 2-weapon fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, this dice is much better. 24.
Fuck you. Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
That is 9 slashing.
Okay.
And then I didn't move. Do I get another action or another
Yes,
attack?
another action. So if you have
Okay.
2 attacks per action, you would get another 2 attacks.
I'm swinging the axes more.
All right.
I'm just fucking going. That's a 9. That wasn't a good one.
9 does not hit. God damn it.
And then a 21.
21 hits.
Okay.
Don't forget to roll your copper coins every time you hit.
It's when I kill it.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And then I rolled a 11 for
Okay.
slashing damage.
Okay. As you slash into this creature left and right, you watch as the wounds start to kind of pile up on the carapace. More of its body seems to start to bleed out, and little bits of blue speckle through the ground and fall to the ground. The creature is starting to look like it's hurting as it's limping slightly as well.
That will be my turn.
Okay. All right. The spiky devil creature is going to fly again into Daka's back and try and stab him as he's a large target and right in front of it. Does a 17... God fucking damn. I can't hit you fuckers.
Those things can only hit me and Daka, and not
I
by
know,
much.
I know, but it can't hit shit for tonight. And it turns and flies back. It's still flying about 20 feet in the air in the center of the room, and that's the end of its turn as it can't do anything else.
I mean, in all fairness, I haven't been able to hit anything either.
That's true. And the Ice Devil, after getting punched for a lot of damage and having fucking its fingers rot, begins to cast. I need a dexterity saving throw from both Bastion and Sieko.
Lee Bastion has a +4.
He does. Well, that's probably a fail.
That's a fail, Sieko.
+3. It was a 10.
That also fails. So you both fail. A giant ice wall appears right slamming into both of you, pushing you back from the creature, and you take a total of 41 cold damage. The wall itself is about, from what you can guess, about 10 foot thick, roughly, and about 10 feet high. It is now blocking the entirety of the western portion of the Ice Devil, thus no longer giving Daka his advantage from flanking, as you guys are no longer flanking him. And okay, I'm just checking something. Okay, and that's just the stats of the wall. All right, and as that is its first action, it's going to use its second action as it's not moving, and it's going to start basically poking the shit out of Daka. 27, Daka.
That hits.
Finally. 7 points minimal damage of slashing damage plus.
Is it non-magical?
It is non-magical.
I'm immune.
That's fair. And 9 cold damage.
9 cold damage works.
And it's going to use the second part of its attack. Oh wait, no, that was. No, give me a second. I'm just double checking something. Yes, so it does have its second action. Okay, or its second attack. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Another 9 slashing damage and 11 points of ice or cold damage. As the creature seems to poke into Daka left and right with its spear, finally hitting him after putting up an ice wall behind it.
That's chilly. That's cold.
It's slightly cold, yes. Alright, that is the end of its turn. Tickdrick, my man, you are up.
Okay. Bonus action, gonna dash right up behind it. Be flanking with Daka.
Okay.
Let's put this thing in the ground. I'll attack it.
Okay. Let's see what you got.
That is a 17 to hit.
17 does not hit.
Unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Go again.
Go on.
I rolled 2 nat 1. No, sorry, no. That's
a nat 1. You need to roll again to confirm.
Yeah. Hold up. That's crazy.
You rolled 2 natural ones.
Let's see what that d20 is.
Fine.
Oh,
fine.
Lord.
You're close, bud.
Yeah, you gotta stab at it, and it just bounces off the Ice Devil pretty clearly as you hit the hardest part of its shell with your first attack. Okay.
This didn't go very well.
That blindness really hitting Tickdrick, even though it doesn't affect him.
Yeah.
Don't run away, Tickdrick. I need the advantage to hit.
You
Please
want
don't
you
run.
want to take another hit there, Tickdrick?
No, I can't.
That's true. That's then your turn, right?
Man, yeah, I'm rolling really shit.
Okay. As you end your turn, Daka, you are up, my man.
Yeah. Advantage. Go. Does a 26 hit?
Yes.
All right.
Oh no.
So that's a 14 plus an additional 2, 16 damage slashing.
Okay. You slash into the creature and get bathed in blue blood.
I'm lucky. Alright, another hit
Yep.
goes. Let's rock and roll. That's a natural 20. I'm gonna roll to confirm.
Kill it.
God damn it,
No,
he's
not a
getting
confirm.
luckier. What the fuck?
Did he get it? He did get luckier.
Alright, so I'm gonna
double the damage.
I'm going to double the damage.
Fucking God.
So that is 22 plus 4 for doubling the barbarian damage.
You watch as Daka cuts down the Ice Devil in half. As he grunts with his strength and slams down the bug splits. Alright. Cap, yeah, you're still in combat. You still got behind you, about 10 feet behind you and 30 feet in the air, 2 spine devils flying around that keep trying to poke your back.
Alright, well now I'm gonna look at him.
Okay.
Target sighted. I can't do anything more this turn.
Turn stares. Okay.
Just stares, blank stares straight into their eyes, into their souls.
Alright, well, the spine devil, seeing this, takes it as a challenge and charges you with its fork. That's an 11 to hit. That's an 11 to hit. And turns right back around and flaps away. Back to the
opportunity
center room. Huh?
Opportunity attack.
Ah, yes, because it cannot. I did not state bonus disengage. Yeah, feel free. Daka gets an opportunity attack. It is not close enough in Tictric's range to get an attack of opportunity
All right.
due to the height.
Let's see here. What do we get? It does a 26
Yes, yeah, it does.
Well, can I throw a dagger?
Oh, sure. Yeah, go ahead. I'll let you roll for it.
hit. 16 damage.
Okay. 16 hits.
Cool. I believe I get sneak attack because he is within 5 feet of a friendly.
Sure.
Take this. 24 damage.
So you needed 6. You watch as the dagger kind of pins the spine devil into the chest, and you hear it drop, and the dagger plumps into the ground and sticks. Okay. Alright, well that's the end of that spine devil's turn. Sienko. You see one flapping devil in the center of the room looking a little concerned.
The wall's still here, right?
Yes. So you don't see it. You see an ice wall in front of you. It's cold and uncaring.
Now, technically, because people on the other side, am I flanking this ice wall?
Yes, you are. And yes, it does have stats.
And yes, I'm going to punch it.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
26.
That hits.
Alright, that's 9 bludgeoning, and this will be 19 fire.
It cracks, but does not break.
I'll punch it again.
Okay.
Fucking break. 29 to hit.
Yeah, that fucking hits.
Ow.
You can't roll low enough to not hit it, by the way.
11
Could you imagine if he crit confirmed the ice wall?
It's, that's fair. I need the entire party to do a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Because you're all within 10 foot of the broken ice wall. Sieko
19.
succeeds it, so you take half damage.
And that 20 plus 6, so 26.
Success.
That's for 12.
That's a fail on Tictric.
Oh.
18.
Daka succeeds. So only Tictric takes full damage. This is cold damage. This will be a total of 19 cold damage.
Owie.
Split in half, that's 9. Split in half again is 5. Or
I take
4.
I take 4.
Mhm. As the ice wall blows up into a bunch of ice shards. The entire room is
You know
now
what?
considered cold. Slightly.
As a reaction, I'm going to
This
do
still takes
absorb
some
elements to absorb some of
Okay.
the cold damage.
Oh, okay.
So that would be, I believe it's absorbing 6 damage, so of the 9, I'll
So you take
reduce
3.
that by 6.
Okay.
And then my next attack will have a d6 of cold damage added onto it.
Okay. Good to know. Alright, Sieko, you used 2 attacks to punch this wall. You
I have.
shattered it. You
Uh,
now see the ice devil flapping its wings in the center of the room, about 30 feet off
devil.
up in the air.
Yeah. I'm just not going to move and just hold my action. I'm waiting. If
Okay.
it wants to come in close, it's welcome to.
Alright, Bastion, you are up. The ice wall is shattered. What would you like to do?
Oh, I'm gonna yeet the hot poker at this motherfucker.
Oh no! Alright.
Aren't most fiends immune to fire, though? Wait.
Well, Star.
That is a 18.
That hits.
Okay. So it is 7 piercing
Okay.
and 3 fire.
Okay. Alright, your the hot poker slams into it. It will make a con save to see if it can stay flying, and it succeeds. It is now flying with the hot poker sticking out of its chest and seems to be angrily flapping.
And then I'm going to go ahead and cast Ray of Sickness on it. Which is a attack roll.
Okay. I thought you were going to cast a lightning spell on it because it's got
That's
a...
That's a 19.
That hits. Yeah, oh no.
Okay. So then it takes 8 poison damage and needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. That's a 15?
Okay, it passes.
Oh, Lord, thank God. Alright. And what was the initial damage you said it was?
8 poison.
8 poison. Okay. The creature does not seem affected by the poison, as it seems to kind of bathe over it and fall to the ground.
Okay. I am going to take one of my greater potions.
Oh, okay. Alright. Let's see how much Bastion heals for as he drinks it.
That, 9,
That's a lot of
13
twos
total.
and ones. Oof. Alright. Sounds... Okay. As you chug the potion, you start to feel a little more revitalized and relaxed.
And how far away is it from me?
A total of 15 feet in front of you, and about... how tall is Bastion?
He is 6 foot.
So 24 feet above you.
Oh, well, that's a problem. Okay, I'm just going to stay where I'm at and see if he swoops down on us.
Alright. It is the Spine Devil's turn. It's going to bonus action to dash, and is going to immediately fly over into the little waterfall or water lake and follow it further into the dungeon and just fly off.
Oh.
And it takes the hot poker with it. You hear it kind of bounces into something, and the hot poker continues to stay with it as you watch it fly away. Alright. You lot look as you see in front of you, there is still a bridge with 2 statued figures in front of you, and the party is still in combat, technically. You see the bridge in front of you, and 2 crow statues watching that haven't seemed to come across the bridge, as they seem to stand on the other side of the bridge watching you lot. What would you lot like to do? Since Bastion just went, technically I'm going to give you guys 1 free round of actions as part of the combat. What would you all like to do?
By the way, does my blindness effect go?
Yes.
Blindness and deafness
It was
go away?
immediately canceled out as soon as the Ice Devil was killed.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Who's the most hurt other than probably me?
Me.
Sieko or me? Or
I fully heal myself.
How much is Daka missing?
I'm at 79 out of 102.
You can stop here and take a long rest and focus on the rest of the dungeon next round.
So I'm going to put my hand on Daka's shoulder and give him 10 HP, lay on hands.
Okay.
Ooh, but my question is, does that work, DM?
It does not. The magic is sucked out of your hands, Bastion, and you watch as his cloak starts to glow a slight goldish color instead of just purely purplish.
Was I supposed to do something?
I had asked about that like last week, and DM said that would happen. That's why I wasn't healing Daka.
Check something real quick.
Well, I mean, we can go forward, but I took quite a few hits. I'm a little chilly. I need to warm up. We could rest if you guys want, but my vote's to rest just a little bit.
You got like a short rest, is that what you're saying?
I don't know. I'm just a little hurt, and I'd like to not be hurt.
Yeah, short rest.
Short rest?
Okay. As you lot get ready to prepare for a short rest, the 2 statues begin to take steps forward and start walking towards that wooden log of a bridge. The first
It's a
one,
log?
Yes, it's a log with planks like nailed down to it really crappily, as you can tell. As it looks like a river has kind of taken through the center of this armory, and nature is starting to slowly reclaim the area. What's up, Tictor? What'd you say?
How is the log secured?
It's stationed there.
Okay.
It's just sitting there from what you can tell. There's nothing holding it there. It can simply easily move. It just seems to have kind of indented itself into the stone slightly. The first of the relentless juggernauts steps onto the bridge and starts walking towards you lot. You will not be able to get a short rest. Yes, Daka?
Can I pull the log?
Yeah, you can give me a strength check. You will have to, the DC will be higher because of the weight of the relentless juggernaut. But yeah, you're welcome to.
Try and break the stone that it's lodged into.
21.
As you go to move it, it does not move. It is pretty sturdy. But the bricks do slightly move from what you can hear that it's stuck into.
Yeah. Can I try and
Well, how are you going to do it?
break those with my hands? Digging them out.
Oh, you're going to use... Oh, yeah? All right.
You gonna dig them out?
Give me an Arcana check to see how quick you can do it.
What?
An Arcana check to see how quick you can do it.
Arcana. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You'll be able to accomplish it, but it's whether or not they're going to be able to jump across. Okay.
13.
As you begin to cast, you watch as the... now, are you just trying to...
No.
How
I'm
are
using my hands to just
He's-
dig it. I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm not-
you're...
He's gonna dig it out.
not with magic.
Oh, okay. I thought you were using your mold earth stuff.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't mold earth. I literally
His
did.
incredible digging speed.
Yeah, okay. Never mind then. You can disregard the... are you just trying to dig it out so the log falls, or what are you trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the log falls.
As you do, they're going to get a dex save to see if they can manage to jump for it. With a DC 20, that one just meets it. There's the other one. As you watch, as one of them goes flying down with the log into the river and gets carried away. Thankfully, this one didn't have a hot poker in it. The other one jumps across and lands on Tictric. It is going to get a free attack on you, Tictric, because of this. As it's going to punch you in the face. And that's a
Oh,
nat
dude.
20.
Please don't.
Oh
kill me.
no.
Oh my lord!
Alright, I'm just gonna crit damage roll this to see what we get. Let's see. That is a total of 14 points of bludgeoning damage. You must make a strength saving throw, please.
I'm gonna use my reaction to have that damage first, real quick.
Okay, that's fine. So 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you're punched in the face.
Strength saving throw.
Yes.
Is Sieko near me?
I'll say yeah.
So that's a 13.
I still fail as you are knocked prone.
Oh, that's fine.
All right. Oops. Let's see. Okay. With that. All right. As that was the surprise round that let you all do something, minus Sieko as he didn't comment anything quick enough. We end up at the top of the initiative order immediately with Bastion. As you face down this giant golem staring in your eyes.
Staring face to face.
Yep.
I'm going
to beak.
to.
All metal.
I'm gonna stab at him with the dagger of Horn One's Hate.
Okay.
That's a 12.
That does not hit. As you slash at your daggers and sparks go flying.
Second time I rolled a 4, so it'd be 11. Not gonna hit.
No, he just continues to spark. All right. Is there any? Yeah, so you don't have to move, Bastion. You get 2 more attacks.
Bonus action, 2 weapon fighting.
Okay. Oh shit.
That's better. That's a 24.
That hits.
Okay, oops. 7 piercing
Okay.
and 9 cold.
Okay. As you stab into the creature, you watch as the ice kind of envelops the wound. As you pull it back out, it seems to the eyes of the metallic crow helmet seems to start to bleed slightly, as if almost in like a tearing fashion. All right.
And since I didn't move, I still
Yep.
have 2 attacks.
Yep.
That is a 15.
That does not hit.
25.
25 hits.
8 piercing.
Okay.
One of my die ran away.
Hopefully it's not a D4. You don't need
It's a
caltrop.
D8.
That's not as bad. It's not caltrop.
Well, luckily, I have a stash specifically for this. Just gotta find one. And 9 cold,
Okay. Yet
and
again.
that is my turn.
All right. As you slash into the creature, leaving 2 big wounds on it, it seems to kind of just take the hits and manages to continue to stay standing. All right, and that's the end of your turn, you said? Okay, it immediately seems to the creature starts to glow with a green light and immediately heals up an extra few HP. And it is then going to use one of its actions and sacrifice 90% of its health to deal 5 times the damage of its normal thing, leaving it on. As you watch as it stabs into itself with its massive scythe and pulls it back out, stoked in blood, you see the creature kind of leaning forward slightly, looking like it's about to collapse. And as Tictric's right in front of it, it's going to make an attack, which is an auto. Well, it's not an auto success.
Not unconscious.
No, yeah. That is a 25 to hit.
That hits me.
All right, and let me roll. It's 5d10 worth of damage. What's 5 times 6? 30?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you take 51 points of piercing damage as you are just slammed into the ground by this creature.
Down.
You are down?
Yes.
Unfortunately, that's both the creature's actions, and it can't do anything else. All right, well that's the end of its turn. Good news, Tictric, you're up.
Oh.
Yeah, death saving throw. Let's see what you got.
Hey, that's a succeed.
Success, nice. Daka,
Wow, the first good roll.
you are up, my man. You just watched as Tictric just got pierced by this thing's scythe, and it is now bleeding heavily as it has a hole in its chest and is just staring down at Tictric.
So, since me and Bastion are within damaging,
Yes.
are we flanking it?
Yes.
Okay, good to know. Advantage time.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
Does a 17 hit?
17 does not hit.
Okay, we'll try that again. Does a 27 hit?
Yeah, no, that hits.
17 damage.
Okay. And what kind? Actually,
Slashing.
Never mind, it does not matter, as this thing doesn't have an immunity to damage types. Okay, as you slash into it with your great axe, leaving a further scar, it seems to continue just to focus in on Tictric's corpse, as its bloody tears are just raining down on Tictric.
Since I'm not going to be moving, I'm going to do another attack action.
Okay.
So, let's see here. Does a 19 hit?
19 hits.
15 damage.
Okay, as you watch as finally Daka raising his axe with all the anger of the day, slashes into this creature, cutting into it, and as the helmet splits open, the skull of the creature seems to just give a slight pop sound as it starts to lean back slowly as the body begins to get heavier and heavier and the muscles begin to relax. The balance of the creature is lost and it falls back into the river and goes floating down the river. Alright, as you exit combat, you watch as Tictric continues to slightly gurgle at the mouth, unconscious, laying there next to the river.
Spare the dying.
Alright, you've been spared of death. Congratulations.
DM, I'm curious, what does an ice devil taste like? And I think Dak would like to find out.
Alright, go ahead and give me a con check. Let's see what happens.
19.
Shit. Alright. So immediately this extremely blatant, poisonous, disgusting, almost rancid taste envelops through your mouth as the gushiness of the blue meat seems to be very unsatisfying and almost slimy, like eating a slug. However, thankfully, due to your constitution, while it tastes terrible, you are not poisoned or killed immediately. As all of you just watch as Daka just takes a bite out of the ice devil carcass. Now has his teeth imprinted.
Don't taste too good.
We should probably keep the body parts and not eat them.
I was curious. Can't let good meat go to waste.
That's fair. All right. As you lot start to gather up the bodies and start to kind of sit down and rest, I assume you're taking a long rest.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
this point. Okay.
Basically dead.
I know Sieko's fine in the background. You know, he's living it out. All
I'm
right.
here, Dave.
Yeah.
You know, just laying here.
Okay. As you lot begin to set up a little campsite, Daka grabs a couple pieces of firewood from the roots. The party, Sieko lights the fire with his fist. You start grabbing out some rations, begin to joke and laugh as Tick continues to recover. Sitting there healing up and relaxing. You lot begin to rest, taking up watch. Nothing seems to come closer to you, and that is where we're going to end this session for today. And we will come back next time to see how the party deals with the rest of these demons. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you then.